Hi there, I'm Eric LeClaire. Today's tantalizing technology transformation is for the Toyota Tacoma. We're going to show you how to pop that factory radio out of the dash and install a Stinger Heighten right between the factory air vents. The kit is all plug and play on the vehicle side. We're going to plug right into the factory wiring and not cut any of the Toyota's harnesses. It's pretty easy to route the wiring through the vehicle, and there's plenty of space in the dash for the Heighten. So we rate this install a 2 out of 4 pry tools on our install difficulty scale. So come with me as I show you how easy it is to upgrade your Toyota Tacoma and add a bunch of awesome technology with the Stinger Heighten.
Before we get started, let's take a look at the tools we're going to need in today's install. Ratchet with extension, 10mm socket, Phillips screwdriver, pry tool, zip ties. To begin, remove this entire trim panel that surrounds the factory radio and air vents. Carefully pry it away from the dash and pull straight towards the back of the truck to remove this panel. Using a 10mm socket, remove the 4 bolts securing the factory radio into the dash of the truck. Remove the factory radio from the dash of the truck and unplug all harnesses that are connected to the truck. If you choose to mount the optional microphone, clip it here above the A-pillar. Clip the wiring behind the A-pillar. Using a nylon pry tool or using your finger, carefully run down behind the weather stripping. Using a nylon pry tool, pry up on the front of the speaker cover. This is going to give us a small access panel where we can route the cable through the dash. Using a long zip tie or dash snake, run the microphone cable through the dash to the factory radio opening. Reinstall the speaker grille. The clips slide in by the windshield and snap in by the dash. Carefully set the Heighten screen face down on a soft cloth to avoid damage. Place the plastic dash mounting bracket behind the screen. Using the 4 supplied screws, carefully screw the display into the bracket. The kit includes 2 mounting plates, one for the smaller factory radio, one for the larger factory radio. Pick the one that matches your vehicle and attach it to the back of the display using the supplied screws. As you push the display together, these 2 little clips will lock into place, securing the display. Now install these 6 screws to lock the display into place. Now the display is mounted to the dash kit. Now we're going to install the side brackets to the Heighten brain using the 4 supplied screws. The side support bracket should line up with the front edge of the Heighten brain. We're going to secure the radio replacement module to the dash mounting bracket using 2 zip ties. Pass the zip ties through the loops in the radio replacement module and through the loops in the dash mounting bracket. This helps secure the module in place so it doesn't rattle around inside your dash. The only configuration required for this kit is to flip dip switch number 3 to the on position before plugging in the power harness. This kit includes 2 sets of harnesses to cover a wide range of Toyota Tacomas. Select the vehicle harness that has the connectors that match your truck. Set the other harness aside, it won't be needed. Connect the radio replacement harness. On the other side of the module, we're going to connect power harnesses and communication harnesses. These are keyed so they only fit in one connector. The radio replacement module has 2 ports. If your truck has an amplified audio system, plug into the amplified port. If your truck is not amplified, use the non-amplified port. The black connector on the harness is the power harness for the Heighten brain. This is our video input harness. This plugs into the back of the Heighten as well. This has our reverse camera input. We're going to connect this to the lead that says reverse camera. This small connector is our steering wheel control adapter. We plug this into the back of the Heighten. Our powered antenna adapter plugs into the antenna receiver, and the blue wire gets connected to the bullet connector on here that's labeled power antenna. Connect the pink wires labeled speed sense. One is located on the main harness, one is located on your additional camera input harness. Plug this camera harness into the back of your Heighten. Depending on the year of your truck, you're going to use one of these 2 USB adapters. One will fit your factory connector, one will not be used. Referencing the screen printed logos on the front of the brain, for orientation, plug the USB connector into the top port. This will allow you to use Android Auto and CarPlay in your factory USB connector. If you install the optional external microphone, be sure to connect the microphone input harness. Connect the 2 display connection and power harnesses and route them underneath the Heighten brain through the center of the dash kit. Be sure to connect the small video adapter onto the harness. Now we're ready to connect the harnesses to the vehicle. Plug in the 3.5mm connector for the extended microphone. Plug in the black FACRA adapter to take advantage of the factory satellite radio connection. Plug in the white adapter to take advantage of the factory GPS antenna. This saves us time because we can use the factory GPS antenna instead of installing the antenna that comes with the kit. Look around the truck for a while and try to find the connector. Plug in the antenna adapter. Connect the red and white connectors from your aux audio harness to your aux audio in harness. This will pass the audio from the factory 3.5mm connector into the aux input on your Heighten. Connect the gray USB adapter to use the factory USB port for Android Auto and CarPlay. Now connect the vehicle harnesses into the main harness. Each harness is a specific size, so they can only go into one connector. Find the connectors that match your factory connectors. Be sure to connect all the factory harnesses into the Heighten harness. Then using zip ties, clean up your wiring by zip tying them together. This will help you keep your wires tight inside the dash. Now carefully work the wiring back into the dash of your Tacoma. Secure the brain into the dash with the 4 10mm bolts that we removed earlier. Connect the 2 video, power, and connection harnesses to the back of the display. Carefully tuck the wiring inside the dash, and snap the entire display assembly back onto the dash. Push on all sides of the display to ensure it's firmly secured.
Well, that completes our super simple install in this Tacoma. We've now upgraded to a 10-inch HD screen with Android Auto, CarPlay, lots of camera inputs, and tons of other great features. Be sure to watch our feature video to see all those features in action.